Well, it happened again. Not as explosive as it was the last time, but still pretty bad. My own fault. Knew it was wearing out. I was getting ready to order another set of tires. I figured, I'll take it one more day. Well, today was the day. So, I gotta spend more money on new tires, but that's good. These ones lasted several months for the price of them. That's pretty good. The good thing about lawnmower tires, they're cheap like dirt. I mean, what is it, 40 bucks and change, or 45 bucks and change for a pair of them. That's not bad. So, I gotta think of something else to do today. I can't do much for that. Let's see what else there is to fix. I want to put bigger wheels on my granny cart there. Make it more of a manny cart. That might happen later, but for right now, this is my bike trailer. It's supposed to have two positions on it for the arm here. It's supposed to be an upward position to hook to the back of a bicycle seat, or a downward position to hook to the axle of the bike. I found if I use the upward position, the front end hangs really low. If I use the downward position, the front end sits really high. Everything will fall to the back of it, which isn't good for steering. So I generally put it in the middle. Right there. Between the two pins here. Problem being, one, it's bent to shit. And two, there's no structural support in there. So I've been using two what are called fender washers, but are properly carriage washers, because they carry a lot of weight. So the plan is, I'm going to bend it straight. I'm going to take it apart. I'm going to bend it straight. I'm going to make a plate long enough to have two holes drilled in it to line up here. There's enough excess in the pins that'll work. So one, I'll straighten it out. That's going to be a couple pairs of vice grips and a hammer. Two, I'll measure out that plate, drill two holes in it, and three, I'll put it together. That's the plan for today. I'll set it where I can see something, if I can. Is that visible? Yeah, kind of. Is that better? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so taking this off first. That one. This one. See, they're pretty simple. It's not, it ain't rocket science. This is easy, simple stuff. A couple of locking pins. And then this big one here. And this should just come right out, but bent to shit. So let's bend that straight. And the vice grips go, they're there. It looks straight, but it ain't straight. That has to be bent down this way some. Come on. Just manhandle and mangle this as much as I have to. There. It's gonna come out now. There. That's simple. And it's full of fucking water. Great. That's what I get for leaving it standing up on its end like this outside. I'll let that make a mess of the floor. And bring it back when I'm fixing it. Blacker than ape shit. Okay. A bit closer, so you can see what I'm doing, kinda. I want you to kinda see what I'm doing at least. There. So, and as straight as I would like it to be. I do want it straight after all. So we'll try and bend that in just a touch on the end, even it out. It's a lot better. Okay, next up I'm going to measure for that plate. And then find a piece of scrap metal, drill holes in. Let's measure it. Scrap of paper and a pen. There's instructions out of a disposable vape, I think. Okay, so that sits in there. It's going to need to be bigger than that. Cover that. There's that hole in it. And that hole in it. So it's going to be a plate. Let's say this. There's going to be a plate. Point you almost straight down. I'm going to go from here to there, like that. And probably from there to there, like that. We'll wrap around this one here. So there's the rough shape we need of a reasonable piece of metal. See how easy that is? This is what engineering's about. Okay, now let's find a piece of metal that'll slap onto and slap it on. There you go. There's one hole. Let's mark and find where the other hole is going to be and put it in. So we got 2 holes drilled. Get rid of these washers. Put this wet arm back in that's still full of dirt. Slips right in where it's supposed to be. That's nice. Now, let's put the pin in that holds this on. There. Let's put this one in first. Look at that. Nope, nope. Gotta do it on the outside. Lines up nice. Let's hold it up. Let's keep it from falling down. It's supposed to go this way, but they go where they go. There. Nothing's exactly straight, which, well, it's about where most of the stuff I deal with is. So it is going to have to be bent a little bit more. This one has to be bent in a little bit. That's fine, just to line them up, because of that little gap there. So if I press it in, it works. But that's bent out a little bit. So I'll bend that straight, and otherwise it's good. Now we've got to fix this issue. Holy shit, that's a big crack. Right there, look at that. You can kind of see it, yeah, that. See if a self-tapping screw will fix that and show you when I'm done. Got my 8mm on there. I'm going to stretch this up so you can see the best we can show you. Ain't that good? How's that? About as good as it's going to get now. And one self-tapping screw. I bend that into position where it's supposed to be. Hold this where it's supposed to be. Set that down. Wiggle my fingers up the drill. Come on, you cocksucker, get in there. Squeeze that together, come on. How many fucking layers of steel is it going through? There. There's one. It's actually holding a lot better than it was. I'm going to put another one in the bottom just in case. I mean, it ain't going to hold much because of that U shape, but might help a little. Keep it from swinging in the wrong direction type shit, you know? Keep in mind, all these screws and everything else I'm doing here are used. I didn't buy new shit. When would I ever be able to afford new shit? Blocking your view. Okay. Oh, fuck, there goes the screw. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, so. It's around here so you can kind of see what's going on again. Sort of. Kind of in frame. Alright. So I want it to pull a little bit this way. So I'm putting it on this edge of that space. There. That's about as solid as it's been since I've owned it. Now keep in mind I bought this trailer like for 50 bucks. What? Well, I know it was before 2016 and it was used then. But you know, for a couple minutes the shit work. I ain't got a welder, so I'm not welding it. That still needs to be straightened out a little bit. Just bend that one in a little, just a touch. Bend this one in a little, just to straighten this wiggle out here, where that sort of sits funny. So it'll sit like that, instead of like that, just that gap that I want to get rid of. But all in all, it looks pretty good. If I fix that last little bit, I'll show you. That whole hitch straightened out, leveled, evened. Everything lies flat, sits straight, nothing gets in the way of anything else. That's as solid as I can expect it to be, although that broken weld there is still a pain. If I had a welder, I'd fix it, but I don't, so fuck it. If I could straighten out that bent axle, I would. But I ain't got the tools for that. I work with what I got. Anyway, we now have a trailer. Which means the grocery run that I was supposed to do today with a fucked up trailer can now be done with a good trailer. But not until I get tires on the back of the bike. Talk to you next time. Maybe new tires in the back of the bike will be the next video.